smiled. And so did I. Chapter 8, I gave you 10,000, Jacob told the canteen attendant, balancing pancakes and chapatis in his hands. Find me in the dormitory, I signaled. Jacob hurried back, stepping into the dormitory while glancing from side to side, as though he feared being seen. Maybe no one noticed him, I thought. These are mine, and those are yours, he said, dividing the food as we settled on my bed. You really like city tires, I commented, eyeing his portion. Of course I do. What's wrong with pancakes? You just have a poor mentality, he replied. Besides, who even made such a law? I chuckled and reached for the chapatis. Jacob had always had something against rules, and especially those who made them. Still, there was something in what he said, something that lingered. I found myself drawn to his line of argument. What is so special about public beliefs? I wondered again. These protocols shaped by the national constitution, what do they truly stand for? At times, the law feels like it serves only a chosen few. This is my life, he went on, his voice firm. I doubt anything can make me rethink what I choose to eat. If it's a school rule, then let them ban it from the canteen. Otherwise, I won't stop. The afternoon hung heavy with clouds, and the Senior 2 dormitory lay wide open. It was examination season. Time itself seemed surrendered to books. Around us, heads were bent low, students buried in revision as though it were a commandment. They read until the final moment, like it was law. I've read enough. I'll just wait. You don't need to force everything into your head before an exam, I told Jacob, who was still making his final touches. I know why you say that. You've had too many sleepless nights, he replied. I haven't read harder than those who score in the 90s. I've just read smart. Enough for my target, I said, calm but certain. Jacob returned to my side. As he read aloud from his physics book, energy can neither be created nor destroyed, only transferred from one form to another. A thought quietly crossed my mind. What if energy were love and form the soul? Exactly, I said, almost to myself, a spark of excitement rising within me. Jacob closed his book and looked at me steadily. Are you even following what I just said? Of course I am. Then tell me. Love can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred from one soul to another, I said, a smile forming. Jacob's mouth dropped open. Haha, that doesn't even connect. I was talking about Newton's laws of motion. You've become obsessed with love. How is Sarah? His tone shifted. She is in her right place, I replied, unable to hide my smile. Then suddenly, a thunder of footsteps crashed against the ladders, rushing toward the dormitory. Within moments, students flooded in, like something unseen was chasing them. Panic spread like fire. Fear tightened around me as I searched for somewhere to hide. Jacob was already gone. The blanket won't be enough, I thought, under the decker. I rolled beneath the bed. A few beds away, a boy struggled desperately to squeeze himself into a suitcase, but failed. He abandoned it and tried to force himself under the bed, but his body wouldn't fit. He froze there, helpless, his eyes close to breaking. Maybe it's simply nature, I thought. Then footsteps, slow, deliberate. At the doorway, something brushed against the floor, a cane sweeping side to side, as though its owner searched for something that had strayed. I know those ugly shoes. I strained to see his face. Then came the low hum as he stepped deeper inside. The boy who failed to hide was spotted first, and in panic he exposed the rest of us. Standing before us was the Dean of Studies, tall, broad, and unyielding. So here you are, the lawbreakers, his voice cut through the room. Do you even understand what it means to belong to an institution like Midland? Silence. You don't. You show no understanding of law and order. That is why you take everything for granted. He paused, letting the weight of his words settle. Every place has its rules. Those in power make them, and those rules govern every action within that place. To go against them is disobedience. He stopped in front of me. Moments later, we were outside, kneeling on the courtyard like prisoners. Dressed in my house t-shirt, shorts, and slippers, I felt exposed as he questioned me. Where is your uniform? I just took it off, I answered uneasily. At this time, is this the right time to be in the dormitory without uniform? His voice hardened. And then, as if to enforce the lesson beyond words, he reached for the stick and brought it down.